Good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you're joining us from today. We want to just apologize for the late start, and we want to welcome everybody that joined us today. For those that were at the door knocking to come in and we're getting anxious, we apologize and we're glad you're in now. We want to welcome our guest of honor. He will be probably be introduced in a later stage. We have an agenda pack item, so I'm not going to take a long time to welcome you. But before I pass it over to our queens that keep this platform running in the background, I want to first of all give a shout out to our wonderful welcome team, Sister Mary and Brother Alfred. You see, even though our nerves were getting like hot and we're getting anxious, they bring it down to make us feel at home. Thank you for what you do every day. Let me tell you, the welcome part is the best part of the webinar. Then our, of course, dramatic update. But we start by you people really making us belong by calling us by name as you could. You try to call everybody so they can feel welcome, feel belong to a family. As I said, without wasting time, my name is Patient Ajong, and I'm joining today from Hillsborough, New Jersey. And I'm going to pass it over to our one and only brother, King Dr. Derek Clapp. Together with our sister Lerato, you see the combination of that voice and the imaging speaks a lot. The non-verbal communication of our program, please watch the video as he plays our signature tune, but incorporated it with what is going on. Over to you, Brother Derek. I know you're born ready.
ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE, the future of internet.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
We are in it to win it. ONPASSIVE is the future of the internet. The door is closing, the train is leaving the station. If you like, you hop on it. If you don't blame us. So I'll pass it over to our moderator team. You know yourself, Mr. Debbie. Over to you, team moderator.
Thank you very much, Queen's sister, Dr. Patience. We appreciate you. And I know you've introduced everyone. I just want to say greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And it's afternoon for me calling in from Conakry. And our sister just welcomed the welcome team. I just want to say, let us welcome our host, Sister Dr. Patience, who makes it possible that we should meet here regardless of the limitations. Our webinar goes more than 2 hours. That's why we cannot do all connect, just in case you are unaware. That's why we have to do a combination of both. But primarily, I want to thank her for her selflessness, for always ensuring that our people are educated and our people all sign on a broader scale rather than a limited number of people. Thank you so much, Sister Dr. Patience. We appreciate you very much. All right, now going forward, I want to say thank you to Dr. Derek for the nonverbal communication visual, for those who could not hear or whatever, but the visual aspect of in it to win it is just outstanding. Thank you for making that available and possible for us today. Every week is something new, and today it's very unique. And the voice behind it is one of our favorites. We see her on a regular basis. Sister Lerato Shadare Prosperity. She's the one who inspires us with her wonderful mindset on a weekly basis, and that voice in it to win it. So I'll pass the microphone over to her so she can inspire us today as we move forward on today's schedule. Thank you, sis. Over to you.
Hi, beautiful sis, and everybody here. I don't think you need inspiration today, do you? Because I mean, what we saw yesterday, right? I think all of us need to sit down and just take it in and dissect it, because I don't think we all realize that we're into right now. It's amazing, and it's if there's nothing else that inspires you, yesterday should be inspiration enough. It's just amazing. It's a clear example of the mindset of prosperity, right? And that comes from our CEO, the way his mindset is. So everything manifests through him, because he has the right thinking, right? He always says that he never could have imagined.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Excuse me. He always says that he could have never imagined that things will unfold the way that they are. But what I can take with me, or what you can take with you, is that his mindset has always been consistent with the abundance and with prosperity and with everything good that he wants to see happen, through him. Because I said that God works through us. He works through us, and he works through our faith. So we spoke about a lot of things. We spoke about identity, understanding whom we are, because when you understand who you are, then you can be able to function fully and in the greatness of who you are, because then you can understand better what you can and what you can do, and the realms that you can access, right? the realms of reality that you can access through your consciousness, right? We spoke about different things. And then recently we spoke about the spirit behind your actions, whether it's faith or fear, right? And we already spoke about what fear manifests as and the repercussions of fear. And we already established that you cannot operate in faith and fear at the same time. You have to make a conscious decision to choose what you're gonna what you're gonna correlate with, or the spirit that you're gonna be in unity with, right? And all of us here agree that we're gonna be in the spirit of faith, meaning that there's no fear. In faith, there's no fear, right? And we spoke about the realms of possibilities that we access through faith and our right thinking and consciousness, because remember we said that what you think you are, right? You manifest who you are. Everything that is in you comes out, because then you manifest who you are, right? And everything comes into form and being, and it's firstly birthed in your mind, in your consciousness, right? So what you believe about yourself then determines your reality and what manifests around your life, right? So we spoke about that, and we said that we're going to be very conscious about what we choose every day. Every day is a choice, guys. Every day is a choice. And every day you can set a pace for yourself and say, okay, things happen in life. We get thrown, things get thrown in us, but it's not about what we're given, but it's about how we react to the things that come into our life, right? And our mindset can determine the outcome, right? Even if things look, in disarray and whatever, our mindset can determine the outcome of those things. And even if it looks hard or whatever, it can always work into our favor, right? And for me, I'll talk about my faith. It says everything works together for good for those who are called and those who love the Lord, meaning that we everything, even if it looks like a challenge, it looks like a difficulty, it works together for our good, because the spirit that is behind, everything around us, then if it's about faith, then that thing that we're looking at has no choice but to submit to whom we are. It has no choice but to submit and become who we are, right? So meaning that it's there to teach us, to strengthen us, or whatever that we need to learn through those things that are happening in our lives or circumstances, right? So it's important to remember that you are more than what you think you are. And that minute when you recognize who you are, then everything will start manifesting according to who you are. Because remember, we're made in God's image, right? And now you have to question yourself and ask yourself, what is the image of God? What is the image of God? Because if we're made in God's image, it means then we are also co-creators, right? So co-creation is vast. So ask yourself, what is it that you're creating in your life through your mindset? So we here on this on this platform here where we are together, we're talking about the mindset of prosperity in all aspects of our life. We're speaking about the mindset of breathing life in everything that we touch. So everything that we do has to respond to the greatness that we are. And so now we have to now intentionally choose every day that we are great, and everything has to submit to whom we are. So we're operating in faith, we're operating in love, and now we have to recognize who we are. So there's always a saying that know thyself, because when you know yourself, then everything responds to whom you are, right? So we are prosperity, we are life givers. Everything around us now has to respond to whom we are, right? So as it is above, then below it has to be like that. So if we know that we are created in God's image, and God is perfection, God is order, God is abundance, God is wealth, we are the wealth of God. We are the opulence of God. Everything that manifests in this universe testifies that God is abundant. God is opulent. God is so many beautiful things. So we cannot be anything less, and we cannot afford to accept anything less than that. But now what is going to determine that is the spirit that you choose to vibrate on, that frequency. Are we on the frequency of faith and love, or which frequency are we on? Because you manifest who you are. You manifest who you are. Now, if you choose to ignore it or choose to be tralala about it, it's your choice. But I'm just telling you that whom you think you are, right? There's a vibration. There's a reality. There's a reality, right? That responds to whom we are, right? So we can walk in ignorance or choose to walk in knowledge and power, knowing whom we are, right? So God's abundance is manifested through creation. We are his creation. He is our creator, and we're made in his image. It's like our children have our DNA. They cannot be anything less than us. Their DNA, goes back. If they want to know paternity or whatever, they have to go to their DNA and check, okay, is this your child? Yes, right? So we are made in God's image. So we cannot be anything less than whom God is, which is perfection, which is order, which is opulence, which is wealth. Right? So just sit in that for a while. Try to determine, I'm still speaking this, try to determine whom you are. Like which spirit which wavelength are you floating on? It's a choice, guys. It's a choice. It's not easy. Like every day you have to remind yourself, because I said to you the last time that we have programs that has been set in our minds, and these programs want to control our reality. But if we let them, they will control our reality and they will determine whom we are. But if you now sit in yourself and take the reins and say, no, I know whose I am and I know whom I am, then I set the pace. You start setting the pace. So, and the setting the pace means that you have to make a conscious choice. Every day you have to make a choice. Your reaction and everything that you do, the spirit that you operate on, whatever, every minute is a choice, right? And then the more you choose those things, the more you choose to live in opulence, to live in love, to live in abundance, then you start attracting the flow of that, because now you're moving in a different frequency. Then it becomes something that is just, natural to you. Yeah, it becomes something that is natural to you. I'm very excited, guys, because we have so much to do together. We have so much to experience together. And it's good because then when we come together, we are so powerful in the same spirit of love, in that energy of creation and creating better for all humanity. So I'm excited because the people that I'm talking to are people of power. They're people of love. They're people of goodness. They are the wealth and the opulence of God in action. So I'm really excited. So if all of us then come in that frequency and that vibration, we can attain more because we are more, right? So we cannot afford to be eagles and behave like chickens. No, know yourself. Know yourself. We are eagles and we will soar and we will make a difference, a big difference in our reality, and set things straight and make it better for everyone else that is coming behind us. So I'm really, 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 really excited. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you today. So please, guys, remember that everything is a choice. Let's choose to operate and vibrate in the spirit of faith, the spirit of love, and experience the greatness that we are. I love you so much. Mwah.
Wow, Sister Loretto, we love you equally, unconditionally. Yes. What we get is what we work for. And you've just said it all. Boy, we are more than what we think we are. Never underestimate the power of love, because it's something that is within. And once you love, everything manifests itself through that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We just love seeing you, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you being with us today, as always. And I know we're in this, Sister Irene Equadia and I are here, and others helping to make this move forward after Sister Loretto. And we have a very special brother of ours, our very own Papa Africa. I wanted to call Sister Irene to introduce him, but I'm not seeing where Sister Irene is, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that on behalf of our team, and to say, Papa Africa, we're so honored. We're very, very honored to have you with us this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And we know you have so much to share with us. Most importantly, we just want to ask you, open your heart to us. I know the topic says a big reveal, but That could be anything and everything within the ONPASSIVE family that cannot happen in 10 to 15 minutes. So, Brother Charles, we welcome you with open heart, and we appreciate you always gracing your presence at this platform whenever and anytime we call you to come and share with us. Thank you so much, Brother Charles. The microphone is yours.
Thank you, Sister Debbie and Dr. Patience, the speakers that came before me, Sister Lerato. I'm really impressed. I love this platform. I love what you just said. As a matter of fact, you just quoted one of my favorite scriptures. Everything works together for good for those who love the Lord. Romans 8:28. I love it. And just so you know, I know whose I am, okay? I know whose I am. So that's great. Great motivational speech. And also, I believe what Sister Debbie was just said a while ago, short moment ago, the reason we are on Zoom is because Connect only gives us up to 2 hours for the trial period. Just so you know, next week we expect to be at the paid or commercial version of Connect. So we're not going to be limited with time anymore. So hopefully, next time when I come here, we shall be on Connect. Okay. Now, having said that, I can talk about what I want to share with you all today. The topic says a big reveal, and it's quite a few reveals. I'm just going to go around some things just to create some awareness. So sometimes about 5 years ago, back in 2018, our CEO, Ash Mofara, had this idea, right? Let's create a business that's going to empower people financially. And the reason is simple. He was in online business, and he was one of the 2 or 3% making money. And he didn't like that. And he said, well, I can create something that gives traffic, which is my strength, to other businesses, and all of us can make money, not just 2%, right? And so the whole idea at that time was to create this thing was an MLM structure. It was going to take 6 months to a year, and it was going to be valued at $997 to become a founder. But of course, he wanted it to be affordable. So he said, oh, I'm going to make it $97 so that people can come in, people who have he wanted what I call skin in the game, right? So people can just come in. He just didn't want to say, let's do it for free. Of course, he has this in his heart, wanted to lift up humanity. But if he said, let's do this thing for free, you know what's going to happen. You know, all the knuckleheads will come in and start, creating problems. So let's see some people with skin in the game. And he put it at $97. Now, some founders came in 2018. A few came in early 2019, including myself, right? I came in around February of 2019, knowing that this was an MLM, knowing that it's going to provide traffic and stuff like that. But soon after that, around May, June timeframe, that same year, the whole thing evolved for reasons that I'm not going to go into right now, but it evolved into something way bigger, much better for all of us. Self-sufficiency, right? We're going to create our own companies and provide traffic to our own companies so that way there is sustainability. We know we are doing things legitimately, okay, ethically, and it's going to stay using artificial intelligence. So now this dream became really big. In my opinion, this dream to become a founder had to have increased or grown to $9,997 instead of $997. But he still left it at $97. He didn't say, let's continue with a 90% discount and made it $997. No, he left it at $97. And he decided we're no longer going to be an MLM. We're going to have a unique compensation plan patented to ONPASSIVE, and it's going to be the most generous compensation plan that we have ever seen out there. That has not changed. It remains the same. And we have seen the development of this company. We have seen this company go from not having a website in 2018 to having a Go Founders website around December of 2018, and then evolve to Go Founders website. And now you see what we have. The best AI-driven website out there that the world has known. That's evolving right in front of our eyes, those of us who have been around for some time. And we've also seen we've come from not having an office, right, to having a big office in Hyderabad, an office in Singapore, in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa, Bangladesh, right, Egypt. And now what was revealed to us yesterday? Abu Dhabi, right, the capital of UAE. And guess what though? These offices are not just anywhere. Everywhere we go, we get one of the best, if not the best. The Burj Khalifa is the highest in the world, it's the best. Okay, in Egypt, we have close to the River Nile. In Abu Dhabi, we have an office next to the economic capital of that town, that city. Guys, we are evolving. Let me just kind of do some comparison to you so that you know how big this is. I think I mentioned yesterday a little bit when I did a little study some time ago about Microsoft Corporation, Oracle Corporation, and of course, Sun Microsystems, right? In the late 90s, these were the big guys. And what you're gonna find out, even Apple, you're gonna find out most of these guys, they start off without an office. Steve Jobs, they started in his garage at his home. And see where they are today. $1 trillion company. Bill Gates met up with a colleague in Harvard, Paul Allen, okay? And they started pretty much, Bill Gates was going from city to city, from state to state in his car, marketing Microsoft, talking about things that didn't exist, blowing the minds of the people, and then come back to Paul Allen, right? And Paul Allen will be like, wait a minute, you just talked about all these things. Let me make sure we got there. Same thing that happened to us yesterday, guys. You look at Mr. Naveen, our Chief Technology Officer, his background is equal to none. So guess what? You attract who you are. They put together the best team. Okay? You look at Mr. Nazal, our marketing guru. He attracts who he is. He puts together the best marketing team. So now, Nazal goes around and his team and marketing ONPASSIVE for us, guys. We are marketing this brand like it has never been done before. Well, we got technicians that are up to the task of the marketer, right? So think about where we're gonna be 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, and for our children and our children's children, for generations to come. And now remember, we are starting out as a unicorn. So we are not starting out from a garage. We are not starting out with 100 customers or 500 customers like most of these companies do. We are starting with over 2 million customers and increasing by the day. So think about where we are going to be. And we are the pioneers. We are the pioneers. Now, the application, you see how far we've come. When we came in, there was nothing. And then we saw Connect used to be Connect Me, right? We saw it scraped several times. Today, we are ready. We have the best video conferencing platform, AI-driven from start, the world has ever seen. You look at the quality of the video. You look at the quality of the audio. You look at all these extra features. Our competitors are going to look so small next to us. Our old tracker, right? We're not saying there are no tracking applications out there. No, that's not what we're saying. There are. But we're offering value. And we're offering things that they don't have at a much lower price, AI-driven from start to finish. That's how far we've come. And our chief engineer, chief technology officer yesterday told us, Connect is going to be available in mobile. It's ready. It's already ready. Personally, I saw a little demo of OES also, but that's still work in progress. Coming up very, very soon. That's how far we've come. That was revealed to us yesterday. And guess what? If that is not enough, our CEO is giving us back our $97. So a lot of us, maybe all of us, did not pay attention in the beginning when he kept saying, this is a deposit. Your $97 is a deposit. We did not pay attention to that. He decided he's going to refund this money to our own wallet, right? So that we can use that to buy products, to purchase in the marketplace. And I know some founders are grumbling, right? Grumbling, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's a tactic because it's virtual money. It's still money that is not coming out. So we're going to have to still use it for the company. Well, guess what? What did he reveal to us yesterday? He went back and said, you know what? If you want that money in cash, the same way that you paid, if you want to be a knucklehead, go ahead, ask for the refund. And we're going to give it back to you. In cash, the same way that you pay. Incurring the losses, because when you pay, the company pays taxes, the company gets, exchange rates and all that stuff. No, they're going to take all that, absorb all of that, and give you your $97 back in cash. So you can do that. So now that answers the question to those critics or those doubters that thought that Ash Mofara was using our $97 to put his business together. Meanwhile, he's using his Mofara family fund. He said yesterday, most of that money is still with the payment processor. That's why you can get it back. Guys, if that does not make you cry out with joy, then I think you need to go to the hospital, get operated upon, so that they can take out that heart, that inhuman heart that you have, and put in a human heart. And that's all I'm going to say for you guys for now. That's the biggest reveal of this whole journey. Okay? If you want to hear more, because I'm going to be dissecting in my ONPASSIVE digest today at 2:45. I'm putting it all together so you guys can get the real picture. This is big. It's so big. Most of us cannot even get our head wrapped around it. Back to you, Sister Debbie.
Wow. Papa Africa, you nailed it. You nailed it. Thank you so much. And that's so educational, especially for those of us who, for one reason or another, missed the corporate webinar yesterday. We truly appreciate that. I know Dr. Derek is going to bring it up on updates, whatever the updates team have, which I know you love so much. But I also understand that you have to go for digest, which will join you later on. But can you hang around with us for the updates so we can have some questions and discussions with you before you leave, Brother Charles?
So I love this update. As a matter of fact, I didn't have a program every Sunday, I'll be here every Sunday to get the updates. I love the way you dramatize it. So I'm going to hang around, and hopefully it will not overlap my time. So I'll hang around.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Papa Africa. We truly appreciate you. That was just outstanding, now giving us a historical reveal of the background of ONPASSIVE and your connection with them and the latest update that happened. So I'm going to call on Dr. Derek at this stage to go ahead, Dr. Derek and the updates team, and share with us what you have this week on updates on the webinar before we go to questions and discussions.
All right, peace, blessings, enough love. I'm not sure what was given yesterday was not to the public. So it might be proprietary. I'm not sure. So just to err on the side of caution. If you could just
Yes. I get it. Okay.
Dr.
I'm
Derek,
going to say
yes,
goodbye to our
if
YouTube
you
viewers.
hold on, let me finish. If you could just maybe go with a question or comments on Papa Africa presentation, so that all of that can be done and stream live on YouTube, since that is not proprietary. If you could just do that first before we go to the updates. Not the question and discussion, but if anybody have any comments and thing on King Charles, Papa Africa presentation and even Lerato. And then we'll go to the updates, please.
Just so you know, Dr. Derek, yesterday's event was streamed in YouTube.
So everything, Brother Charles, everything with the not the videos, everything was streamed on YouTube.
Well, I don't know if everything was.
No, not everything was only the videos and those things. I know that.
Okay, all right.
It was everything else was in OpenNEC.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly, right.
And so it was only the Burj Khalifa and those things that I know was streamed.
Yes,
right.
that's true.
Apart from that, everything else was in OpenNEC.
Yes, Dr. Derek, you're
No,
right.
So,
You're right.
yeah, so it's best to err on caution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let us not get in that scenario right now, because we're not sure. So,
No, that's true. That's true.
yeah. So if you could just go with the comments or what have you with King Charles, Papa Africa, and Lerato, and then we get into updates.
All right,
So-
and moderator Queen Debbie, Queen Irene, let's just take a couple because I want Papa Africa to hear the update before he leaves. Let's take a couple of comments and questions for Papa Africa based on his presentation, and we can go to updates.
Right. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Derek. Thank you, Sister Patience. We have the hands we have up. Queen Vinette.
All right. Happy Sunday, everyone. Oh, Sister Loretta, great job, great presentation. I like when you quoted Romans 8:28 that said that all things work together for good, according to those who are called according to his purpose. I mean, Brother Charles said the same thing. King Charles said the same thing when he first started. So yes, all things work together for good for those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So I like that. I like that quote, really. And I particularly like when you said that the Spirit of God dwells inside of us, because if he didn't dwell inside of us, then boy, we would be in trouble. When the Spirit of God stopped dwelling inside of us, then the devil will use us for soccer ball, baseball, football, you know, all the sports. So, and if the Spirit of God doesn't dwell inside of us, then what? We're dead. We don't exist, right? We cease to exist. Right? So, you know, I like when you said that we have to keep our spirit and our soul clean so that the Spirit of God can live inside of us and use us and do his work through us. And then fulfill our purpose, help us to fulfill our purpose here on earth, right? And that's how we get blessings and grace and anointing and prosperity. That's how it comes, right? Because we allow the Spirit of God to work inside of us. So great job. I also like when you said that faith and fear don't mix. They really don't coexist. Faith and fear cannot coexist. According to 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, it said that God have not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, a spirit of love, and a spirit of sound mind. So there is nothing to fear when we have the Spirit of God living inside of us, right? So great job. I like that. And King Charles, Brother Charles, great job, great job, great job. I particularly like that in the beginning when you said that, you know, the speech that you made, that Ashmafara in the beginning, his intention was not to charge us that $97. But if he had stated that in the beginning, then it would attract all the wrong people to ONPASSIVE, right? It would attract a lot of negative mindset, you know, all the wrong people. So he didn't state that, and he didn't say it until now, because that's how things was planned. He didn't say it until now because he wanted to see the right mindset, the people who would be with him, stick with him throughout the ups and downs, you know, and everything that goes on throughout this company. He was watching to see, and that's why he called it now and not in the beginning. So great job. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for your positive mindset and for always uplifting us, and you and Sister Loretta and everybody, as all the panelists, all the leaders. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much, Queen Vinette. Dr. Benny's hand is up. After Dr. Benny, we're going to pass it over to the updates team. Over to you, Dr. Benny.
Thank you, Queen Debbie, for giving me this opportunity. The reason for me raising my hands is just to comment, not asking a question. I just want to comment on both of you guys, but most importantly, Sister Lerato, sorry. What I like about you, both of you anyway, when you talk about our Father, because there is no one else. Like you stated that, yes, he created all of us in his image. And most of the time I keep telling people, anyway, when I attend a webinar, I always say, hey, we want to thank our Father for what he has done, that he woke you and I, all of us up this morning. The air that you breathe, there are a lot of people in the hospital that are paying for it, but you are not. So when you wake up in the morning, you say, thank you, Father, for what you have done. Thank you for waking me up. I just want you guys to continue to do that. Again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Brother Charles. Thank you, Queen Leratia. I appreciate you guys. Bye-bye. Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Benny. Thank you. Sister Lerato, we appreciate you. Brother Charles, we appreciate you. And you know, I always take your word for what you say, right? If you didn't have the digest on a weekly basis, which is what we're going to follow after this, you'll be here with us every Sunday because you love the dramatization of the updates. That's amazing.
I sure do. I love it. I really do. It's just that sometimes I'm so busy and then I need a little rest before the digest, and then this comes just before that digest. That's why I can't make it every Sunday, but I love it.
Well, we have to make sure, thank you so much, Brother Charles. We have to make sure that when Dr. Patience has a recording for the updates, which most of the time is unlisted, she can share with you, so you have something to look forward to. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, now we're passing it over the microphone to our updates team. And over to you, people. Before we do that, we will have to say thank you to all our viewers who join us on YouTube. We appreciate you joining us on a weekly basis, especially on the Dream Team and the other platforms that we work together with. Deep Dive on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the Niger Forum on Wednesdays, and Ghana Global. There's so many of them, including the digest on Sundays after Dream Team. So please, we look forward to seeing you again next Sunday and on the other days that we just mentioned earlier. Thank you so much. We love you.